So I just did a video. Sorry, I didn't just do a video. I just had I shared a little experience, and then I thought, teller's remorse. I didn't do a video, so now I'm doing a video. Um, I've gone to the gym, uh, and I met a person. His name's Leo. I had a conversation with him at the adult jungle gym area. It's just this big metal frame where you can people work with um, elastic bands and pull-ups and push-ups, and I like to dangle and stretch. And so I had a conversation with Leo there. He was to my side one day when I was dangling. It's usually what I do to warm up. Go over there, dangle and stretch. And it was a nice conversation. I was open to it. It ended with him wanting to exchange phone numbers and having coffee. And I said that I didn't think that that was doable. I didn't think it was doable because I work on call and I'm going into a busy season, and I frankly just don't see myself carving time for that. But I told him that it's very nice meeting him, and I look forward to seeing him in the gym in passing. And I meant that very sincerely. Why not? And so I saw him another time, and I was going to the gym before I go to work, and so I have a time frame. And I was in that adult jungle gym area where I was dangling, and he came over, and I could tell by the way he was getting very comfortable with self-reflection and storytelling, because I gave him a lot of time the first time. I think he presumed that I was going to give him a lot of time again. I said to him, because I didn't want to give him a lot of time, I had a workout to do before work. I interjected right as I saw him going back to get really self-reflective with his storytelling. And when he does that, there's this vacuum vortex. He has my attention. I am very good at giving attention. I'm sure that gives some people energy, okay? So I could tell where this was going. It was going to eat up my time at the gym, and that's not how I wanted to spend my time. So I injected that as soon as he got comfortable. Oh, well, I said, hey, I'm gonna go do my workout now. It was really nice seeing you. And he automatically bristled in defense, and then he looked around as if he were rejected, and he was seeing who watched that. And for me, that was feedback that I made the right move, not to give him any more attention than he deserves to. Okay, because he was not recognizing. He was not recognizing my self-sufficient frame to be anywhere I want to be. Okay, it's like his self-defense is pretty much saying, like, you know, I'm the frame. You can't exist without me framing you. And I'm like, you know. Although I didn't do that, but if I think very much about it, that really should be standard. I see Leo coming. Okay, because you're not seeing me. Anyway, that was the second time I saw him. And it was really following up on our last conversation, saying, I'm happy to see you here. Nice to meet you. Look forward to seeing you again here at the gym in passing. Okay, but I'm not, I've already addressed, I'm not fashioning my life around you, okay? It is an egregious presumption to think that you as a man meet me and now I'm supposed to fashion my every move around you. What the fuck? Anyway, okay, I didn't realize it was so egregious when I was having a casual conversation with this person, you know, who hears certain things but not others. So the second time I saw him, I interjected, "Hey, nice seeing you. Let me go do my workout." Third time, that was today. So I usually walk straight in and go to that jungle gym area and dangle and stretch. And I saw him there. And he smiled and nodded, and I waved and walked past him. Okay? I didn't stretch there because I am flexible and I can stretch somewhere else. And so I did. I walked past that jungle gym area, and then there's this little kettlebell aerobic stretch area. So I went there and I did my warm up there. And then I walked into the freeway area, and I saw him in front of the mirrors, in front of the big dumbbells. Already had a plan to walk past the dumbbells to the cables to work on my shoulder rotations. So warm up the shoulders first, because this is my shoulder day. And when I could change directions, I could see him in the mirror and spotted him, so that I could mildly avoid a conversation that I don't want to be drawn into, and without premise through. And down now, okay? I saw him leave. He was no longer in front of the mirror area. So I'm like, well, okay, it's my shoulder day. I'm going to go work on traps, trapezius with shoulder shrugs. And then I'm going to do some Arnold's, my dumbbells in that bench with the seat, pressing the small of my back. Explained before, when you lift above your head, you don't arch your back. That's not good form for avoiding injury. So you press the small of your back into the chair and then go up. So I did my Arnold's, did my shoulder shrugs, and then, let's see, I went back over to the aerobic area to work with the smaller dumbbells and did these. And I don't know what to call those, but you pull them straight up. And explained earlier, all I know is if I don't do them, and then I do them, I'm very sore. But if I do them, you know, I'm doing about once a week, I don't get sore from that activity. So I do that, and then I did a machine-assisted shoulder exercise. And the last thing I had to do was ropes. And they had 2 ropes today, a heavy and a lightweight. Sometimes one or both goes missing, but since I've been going back to the gym, out of getting out of the cast, they've had both ropes, so I've used both of them. And I've been going to the gym enough, so I'm fit enough that I could start working on a goal. So I brought my phone in so I could keep track with the timer, how long I'm doing it. You know, and I know that I'm doing it somewhere between 4 and 6 minutes now, using both the light and the heavy. So I want to keep track of that. I want to see, you know, what am I feeling? What am I doing? And let's see. I set up the ropes, and there's this little corner, like a half wall that the stationary bikes are in, and then there's a walkway. And so I had my phone on that corner, on that little wall, and then I pulled the ropes out. So I'm looking, because I want to make sure there's no foot traffic from when I start my timer to jump over and use the ropes. And so as I'm looking, Leo comes to talk to me, and he says to me, hey, you know, I just did those. And I'm like, hey, I'm just starting them. You know, I got my phone here. I set up the start the timer, you know, and he starts to talk to me, continue to talk to me, and I'm like, what are you not hearing? I'm like, I started. Boom, go get it. started my workout, and I didn't look back, you know. Does he think it's rude? I don't know. I didn't check, okay? But I gave the conversation, you know, hey, I'm just starting mine, okay? What is that saying to you? I was explaining before I started the video, people that work out, they know when is the right time to have a conversation and when is not the right time. You know by your own measure of doing the work, of lifting the weight. Okay, for instance, when I'm doing Arnold's and I'm thinking about, I'm in the mirror, symmetry, make sure my shoulders are a good posture, but minute adjustments too. Really pressing hard on the feet area to push the small of my back in and keep that injury free as I'm going up. And so that's not a good time to have a conversation. I was watching, I was tracking him. One of the things I was doing as I was doing his weight was also tracking in the mirror, where is this person? Because I'm not so certain I'm not so certain he knows where to insert himself and where not to, okay? And I'm not going to appease someone who doesn't know better. While I'm doing the work, while I'm lifting weights, okay, at the gym, it's not appropriate. And it's not appropriate to ask me to be the personification of loveliness when you honestly don't give a fuck about me, okay? It's rather rude. It's rather rude that I should become less of a value to make you feel comfortable for no reason too. Okay? What else? I thought this was small and insignificant, yet it's my overall feeling and gesture at this point is feeling mildly vexed for having a conversation with this person, and one of the things that I was thinking today, but didn't say, but probably will, given the opportunity, is just to blatantly tell this person, tell Leo, it's not going to happen, okay? And walk away. I don't care what your response is, but you gotta get this straight. It's not going to happen, okay? You know? And if he needs more of that, he knows where to find it. Okay? I'm just saying, being nice gets interpreted for no reason. Thiefan. Who, me, Thiefan? Yeah, you Thiefan. Okay? I'm just being Mr. Congeniality. I know, you're being inappropriate by not seeing me as my own value to frame with my own desire. Okay? Anyway, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, in my head, just want to tell him, it's not going to happen. Okay? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It was silly, I guess. Like I said, it's just mildly taxing, but it's the tip off after I communicate. You know, it's like the defense and the looking. It's like, you don't even care about me. You're just trying to make me your mark, okay? And I have to tell you, it's not going to happen. Now, my congeniality, it's for me. Why? I deserve it. I don't know what else to add to that. It's, you know, I don't know. Unless you're gonna belly up and come through me as a value, you shouldn't be presuming you have one, or that you are one, and that you are thinking of two even through.